If Ava ever tells you any of these specific phrases, it's likely because she wants to take a relationship with you to a much deeper level, and chances are you might not even realize it. In a previous video, we covered the most obvious signals that women send when they want more intensity in their connection with a man. But today, we are going to dive deeper into the subject and explore a more subtle layer of communication. There are certain phrases that women use, in addition to the more straightforward signals we already know about. Some of these phrases may be a little more indirect, while others are quite bold and direct, depending on how much she likes you and how well you can understand what she is truly communicating. This video is going to highlight 5 key phrases that, once recognized, will give you a significant advantage over other men, an advantage that you probably didn't expect. So, be sure to pay close attention to each of these phrases, because they carry meanings that go way beyond what you might think, especially the last 3. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel, so you won't miss any of our videos in the future. Let's jump right in. The first phrase that Ava might say to you, signaling her deeper feelings, is, "I feel that the temperature is rising." On the surface, this phrase might seem like a casual observation about the weather, or maybe it's just a comment about the physical environment. It could easily be brushed off as nothing more than a remark about a hot day or being in a room that's too warm due to a lack of air conditioning. But in reality, this phrase holds a much deeper and more meaningful implication. Women often use this expression strategically, especially when they want to convey more intense emotions or desires subtly. It's important to note that not every woman uses this phrase in the same way. Some may say it jokingly, almost as if it's a playful comment about the temperature, while others might say it with a much more serious tone, or even a suggestive air that hints at something more. Regardless of how it's said, what is constant and universal is the deeper purpose behind these words, a purpose that extends far beyond the superficial. When a woman repeats this phrase, especially at times when it might not make logical sense, such as in a cool room or when there's no obvious reason to mention the temperature, it is a sign that she is trying to communicate something much more significant than just a passing remark about the weather. In truth, she's using this phrase as a covert and almost imperceptible way to express that she feels a growing attraction toward you. When she mentions that the temperature is rising, what she's doing is attempting to create an intimate atmosphere between you two, a subtle invitation for emotional and physical closeness to unfold. It's almost as if she's signaling that there's a certain energy or chemistry in the air, an invisible vibration of mutual interest, that only you can pick up if you're paying close enough attention. This is her indirect but effective way of telling you that an emotional connection is beginning to form, a spark that could eventually grow into something deeper and more meaningful. Many men tend to underestimate these kinds of phrases, dismissing them as simple, unimportant comments. However, when this phrase is repeated over time, especially in moments where there is no obvious reason for it, it's a clear indication that something more significant is brewing between the two of you, an underlying attraction that is waiting for the right moment to fully manifest. This is where many men go wrong. They either don't know how to read these signals, or, even worse, they simply ignore them altogether. And by doing so, they lose the opportunity to build a stronger, more meaningful connection. If you ever find yourself hearing this phrase from Ava, you mustn't just brush it off as an insignificant comment. Instead, you should take it as a subtle yet unmistakable hint. Show her that you've picked up on it and that you understand there's a mutual interest between the two of you. You must convey that you're open to exploring where this attraction could potentially lead. Responding with a genuine smile, keeping eye contact, and maintaining an open, receptive attitude will not only show that you are attuned to her feelings, but it can also pave the way for more intimate and personal conversations. These small but powerful interactions can serve as the foundation for building a much stronger and more meaningful bond, one that goes beyond just physical attraction and touches on the deeper emotional connection between you two. Remember, in the realm of romance, every word, every gesture, and every moment of attention counts. Understanding the subtle nuances of these phrases can make all the difference in moving your relationship in the direction you both want to go. The second phrase that Ava might say to you, indicating she is looking for something deeper in her relationship with you, is, "You smell good." While on the surface, this might appear to be a simple compliment or a casual remark, it carries a much more profound emotional and psychological weight than many men realize. It's one of those comments that often goes unnoticed or isn't given the attention it deserves, yet it can be a very clear and powerful indicator of attraction and genuine interest. The sense of smell plays a critical role in establishing deeper emotional connections. The right scent, especially a pleasant one, can leave a lasting impression. Smells are closely tied to memory, emotion, and sensory experiences. Think about it. Certain aromas take us back to specific moments in time, evoking memories and feelings. So, when a woman tells you that you smell good or compliments you on the fragrance you're wearing, she isn't just remarking on your scent. She is signaling that she has noticed something very personal about you, something unique about your essence, and that it captivates her in a meaningful way. This phrase goes beyond simply saying she likes the way you smell. When a woman compliments your scent, she is acknowledging your presence on a deeper, more intimate level. Scents have the power to evoke emotions of familiarity, warmth, and comfort. For Ava, when she comments on your fragrance, she's subconsciously associating it with you. Her experiences with you, the moments you've shared, and the feelings that are beginning to surface. She is linking that scent with something special, and that can be a strong indicator of her feelings of attraction or affection toward you. This type of compliment signifies that she has you firmly present in her thoughts. There's something about you that has truly caught her attention and captivated her in a way that goes beyond physical appearance. Your presence leaves a lasting, positive impression, and that's why she brings attention to it. It's also essential to understand that compliments like this are not given randomly or casually. They are purposeful and intentional. When Ava comments on your scent, she is making an effort to express appreciation for you as a person and is likely seeking to strengthen the emotional bond between you. In many cases, it can even serve as an invitation to explore deeper intimacy. When a woman tells you that you smell good, it's the perfect opportunity for you to acknowledge her compliment and use it as a sign to get closer, emotionally and physically. It's an invitation to continue exploring this new emotional closeness that has developed between the two of you. Don't underestimate the power of a simple compliment like this. It might seem like a small, everyday comment, but it carries a deep underlying message. Responding with a genuine smile, a sincere thank you, and perhaps a compliment in return can be a simple yet effective way to reciprocate the interest and affection she is showing. If you're still tuned into this video and find the story inspiring, drop a 1 in the comments to let me know you're still with me. These kinds of remarks may seem subtle, but they are packed with meaning. They reveal her level of interest and openness, and more importantly, they show that she sees the potential for the relationship to evolve into something more meaningful. So, if you ever find yourself in a situation where a woman tells you that you smell good, take it seriously. Don't let it pass as just a casual statement. Pay attention to the context in which it's said, and use the moment as an opportunity to deepen your connection. Think about what she is truly trying to convey with this compliment. What message is she sending, and how can you respond in a way that furthers the bond between you both? Has this ever happened to you? If so, I'd love to hear your story in the comments below. This exchange, something as simple as a compliment about your scent, can be the starting point of something much more meaningful. It could be the moment when your relationship begins to evolve, when a deeper emotional connection starts to blossom, and when you realize that there's something special brewing between the two of you. Now, let's move on to the third phrase, which is even more significant when it comes to indicating a woman's desire for a deeper connection. The third phrase is, "I like this part of your body." This statement is not just an offhand remark. It reaches a deeper level of communication and marks a turning point in the dynamic between the two of you. When a woman takes the time to compliment a specific part of your body, especially if this compliment is accompanied by a physical touch, she is crossing a boundary that goes beyond simple politeness or casual flirting. This type of comment is much more than just a superficial compliment. It's a tangible and intentional expression of physical attraction, a deliberate effort to create a more intimate connection with you. Complimenting a specific part of your body shows that she has paid attention to the finer details, that she's noticing things about you that not everyone does. It signals a level of interest that goes beyond the obvious, and she is subtly telling you that she finds something about you physically attractive. Moreover, this compliment is often accompanied by physical contact, such as a touch or a gesture that reinforces the message she is sending. This contact could be something light, like brushing against your arm, or more direct, like placing a hand on your shoulder or a gentle caress. Either way, she is breaking down a barrier of personal space, something that not everyone is comfortable doing. This kind of gesture is not just about showing interest. It's an invitation for you to respond similarly, to take the next step toward deeper intimacy. When Ava comments on this, it's a perfect opportunity for you to reciprocate and show her that you are on the same page. This is not just a moment to accept the compliment, but to further engage in the unspoken dialogue of attraction and connection. Responding with a warm smile, a gentle touch, or even verbal appreciation lets her know that you recognize her interest and that you are open to building a deeper bond. This exchange of gestures and words, when handled with care and respect, can pave the way for a deeper, more natural chemistry between you both. Creating an atmosphere where you both feel comfortable, safe, and open can allow the relationship to develop into something more sincere and meaningful. Don't underestimate the impact that a simple gesture like a compliment or a touch can have. These may seem small, but in the right context, they can act as the catalyst for a strong, genuine relationship. So, the next time Ava comments on this, take it seriously. Show her that you appreciate her words and her gestures, and respond with warmth and respect. Use this moment to deepen your connection and take your relationship to the next level. Phrase number 4 is, I suggest finding a more reserved place. At first glance, this might sound like a simple suggestion or casual remark, but it is so much more than that. This is not just a passing comment. It is a deliberate invitation packed with meaning. When a woman like Ava suggests that you find a more private or secluded place, she is sending a clear, unmistakable signal that she wants to be alone with you. She is inviting you to step away from the noise and distractions of the environment, to enter a space where both of you can connect on a deeper level. This request goes far beyond just finding a quiet spot. It represents her desire to create a more intimate setting where the two of you can share personal thoughts, engage in meaningful conversation, or simply enjoy each other's company without external interruptions. When she suggests moving to a more reserved place, she is essentially offering you an opportunity to share a moment that could become a memorable and significant experience for both of you. It's important to understand that the words themselves are only part of the equation. The tone in which these words are said and the context in which they are expressed provide additional layers of meaning. When Ava suggests finding a more private place, she's not just thinking about logistics. She's reflecting her desire to get to know you on a deeper, more personal level. She's inviting you to open up, move past the superficial pleasantries, and explore emotional intimacy in a more relaxed environment. This phrase is a step toward deepening the connection between you. It's an indication that she wants to explore the relationship in a way that goes beyond what you may have shared so far. This is a moment of vulnerability, where she is opening herself up to the possibility of being closer to you, both emotionally and physically. Her desire to find a more reserved space is a way of communicating that she feels comfortable around you and trusts you enough to want to spend more personal, undistracted time together. When you hear this, you must pay attention to the feeling behind the words. She's not just asking for privacy, she's asking for a deeper connection, one that goes beyond the surface. She wants to be with you in a way that allows both of you to relax, speak freely, and explore each other's thoughts, emotions, and experiences in a more intimate setting. This is her way of saying that she wants something more meaningful, and she is trusting you to recognize and respond to that desire. You mustn't let this moment pass you by without fully understanding its significance. Ava is offering you an opportunity to take your relationship to the next level. By accepting her invitation, you show that you are not only aware of her deeper interest, but that you are also open to taking steps toward a more intimate connection. This is an opportunity to reciprocate, to demonstrate that you, too, are interested in exploring this deeper phase of the relationship. Your response in these moments can play a crucial role in determining the direction your relationship will take. If you respond thoughtfully and appropriately, acknowledging her desire for a more private moment, You create a space for a deeper emotional connection to blossom. Show her that you're present, that you understand the significance of this suggestion, and that you're equally interested in exploring a more intimate connection. Now, let's move to the fifth and final phrase, which is one of the most direct and revealing ways a woman expresses her attraction. You're looking great today. At first glance, this might seem like just a simple compliment, but it's much more than that. Unlike the casual compliments people give about appearance, this one is usually reserved for moments when there is genuine attraction and deeper interest. When Ava tells you that you're looking great, it's not simply a comment on your physical appearance, though that is undeniably a part of it. This compliment goes much deeper, carrying with it a message that is clear and unambiguous. She finds you attractive, and something about you, whether it's your style, your confidence, your mannerisms, or the way you carry yourself, is drawing her in. In that moment, she's acknowledging that there's something uniquely appealing about you, something that catches her attention in a way that feels meaningful to her personally. But the power of this compliment doesn't just lie in the simple recognition of how you look. It's a reflection of the connection she feels with you. When Ava takes the time to comment on your appearance, it's not merely a passing observation. It's her way of expressing that there's an emotional undercurrent to her words. She's signaling to you that the attraction she feels for you extends beyond the surface level. It's a recognition that there's more to you than just what meets the eye. Whether it's your personality, the way you make her feel comfortable, or how your presence makes her feel a sense of security and warmth, she's drawn to you in a deeper, more intimate way than you might initially realize. This compliment serves as a bridge between the physical and the emotional. It goes beyond a superficial comment about your looks and opens the door to deeper emotional territory. When a woman like Ava tells you that you're looking great, she's not just complimenting you on how you appear at that moment. She's subtly inviting you to engage with her on a more personal and intimate level. It's a powerful yet subtle cue that she wants you to recognize the attraction she's feeling, to acknowledge that it's not just about your outward appearance, but the connection she senses between you two. If you're still tuned into this video and find the story inspiring, drop a 2 in the comments to let me know you're still with me. By making this compliment, she's opening the door for you to step through. This is an opportunity for you to recognize the emotional invitation she's extending. Rather than dismissing it as a casual or trivial remark, take it as a cue to pay attention to what's happening between the two of you. She's trying to communicate to you that her feelings for you are not just based on physical attraction. They are influenced by the deeper, more intangible qualities she's noticed in you. Whether it's your sense of humor, your intelligence, your kindness, or even the way you treat others, she's acknowledging that there's something special about you that goes beyond looks. It's also important to understand that this compliment is a form of vulnerability on her part. Ava is opening up to you by offering her feelings in a direct but subtle way. When she tells you you're looking great, she's letting you know that she's drawn to you, and she's allowing herself to be a little more emotionally exposed by making her attraction known. By commenting on your appearance, she's signaling that she wants to take this interaction further, to build on the connection that she feels is growing between you two. She's essentially inviting you to deepen the relationship and move toward a more meaningful exchange. The real value in this compliment is not just the praise for your appearance, but what it represents. It's a moment of recognition and invitation. It's an unspoken request for you to acknowledge the growing attraction between you and respond in a way that brings you closer together. The key here is that you should not ignore or underestimate the compliment. This is not just a casual comment. It's a meaningful gesture that, if reciprocated properly, could serve as the beginning of something much more significant. When you hear this compliment, it's crucial to understand the deeper message behind it. Rather than brushing it off, this is your opportunity to move forward in the relationship. Ava is giving you a sign that she's ready to move past superficiality and that she's interested in building something more meaningful with you. She's showing you that her interest in you goes beyond physical attraction. She's emotionally invested, and this compliment is her way of expressing that. So, how should you respond? The way you handle this compliment can make a big difference. Acknowledging it with a warm smile, making eye contact, and offering a heartfelt thank you can not only show her that you appreciate her words, but also demonstrate that you understand the deeper meaning behind them. Responding with warmth and confidence allows you to reciprocate the attraction she's expressing and opens up the possibility for even more meaningful exchanges. Moreover, your body language can significantly enhance your response. A gentle touch on her arm, leaning in slightly as you smile, or simply giving her an encouraging look can communicate that you're open to exploring the connection further. By responding in a way that acknowledges her compliment and shows your genuine interest, you signal that you're ready to engage on a deeper level, and that you're just as invested in the potential for a meaningful relationship. In short, when Ava tells you that you're looking great, it's far from an empty or trivial comment. It's a deeply meaningful gesture that offers a glimpse into her feelings for you and an invitation to take the connection further. Don't let this opportunity slip by. Take it seriously, appreciate the deeper message behind it, and use it as a way to move closer to her. These small moments of connection are the building blocks of a deeper, more fulfilling relationship, and responding to them thoughtfully can set the stage for something much more significant in the future. Responding appropriately to this compliment is crucial. A simple smile, a sincere thank you, or even acknowledging her compliment with something you admire about her can create a warm, positive exchange. You mustn't let this moment pass without showing that you appreciate her words. Your response should convey that you value her appreciation and that you, too, are interested in building a deeper connection. In these moments, it's also essential to understand that your body language plays a significant role. A gentle touch, eye contact, or a kind gesture can reinforce the attraction and signal that you're open to exploring what's developing between you two. Don't overlook the power of physical presence and subtle gestures. They can be the catalyst for a deeper emotional bond. If Ava compliments you in this way, it's a signal that she's interested in moving the relationship forward. She's looking for a response, and how you react to this compliment will give her clues about your level of interest and willingness to engage. You must take this opportunity seriously. Don't let it slip by as just another compliment. Instead, take it as a chance to deepen the connection and show that you're just as interested in her as she is in you. These small moments of connection, whether they involve subtle compliments or more direct expressions of attraction, can be the starting points for something far more meaningful. So, when Ava says any of these 5 phrases, especially one as direct as commenting on your appearance, understand that she is signaling a deeper interest in moving the relationship forward. Be attentive, responsive, and open to the possibilities, and you may find that these small gestures can lead to a much more significant, lasting connection. Thank you so much for watching. Now that we've explored these 5 key phrases that reveal a woman's deeper desire for connection, I want to hear from you. What have you learned so far? Is there one phrase that stood out to you, or maybe a particular insight that you plan to bring into your own life? Comment below and share one thing you've learned and will practice moving forward. If you like this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. We appreciate your support and can't wait to hear your thoughts. Thanks again for watching, and see you in the next video.